Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome back to Raising Spirits, and if this is your first time with us, welcome. It's nice to see you. It's good to be hanging out back at the home bar again. It's been a few weeks since I've filmed a video, but don't worry, we'll always make sure that we have the videos consistently coming out for you guys so you guys are prepared for your weekends. But anyway, so today what we're doing is classic cocktails. So, I mean, truly, if you're looking at a list of classic cocktails, the list is endless. There's so many different great traditional drinks out there that you can try, but we're going to stick with 5 today, as usual, and make you guys 5 classic cocktails that have a lot of history behind them, but also just are delicious and good for your weekends or your after work cocktail, or however you like to take it. So that's what we're doing today, guys. It's going to be classic cocktails. Let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so the first cocktail we're mixing today is going to be the Old Fashioned. Probably my favorite cocktail of all time, and really one of the most traditional classic cocktails ever. We featured it several times on the channel already, in making different variations of it, but this is going to be like a pretty traditional classic way of doing it. So the first thing you're going to need is bourbon. You can also use rye, but generally you use bourbon. I prefer bourbon, just good old Jim Beam today. And then you're going to need some simple syrup. You can buy this off the shelf or you can make it yourself. I recommend to make it yourself because then you can determine exactly how much sugar is going into your simple syrup and exactly how you want it made. And then the last thing you're going to want to use is Angostura bitters. I have in this little vial here. And then we're going to garnish it with some lemon peel. You can also use orange. I usually use orange, but my apologies, like an asshole, I don't have any oranges left. So we're going to use lemon today. But this is a classic Old Fashioned, you guys. Let's get to mixing. And there you go, guys. There was the Old Fashioned. Super classic, super iconic, and one of my personal favorites. Okay, so up next we're doing the very, very famous whiskey sour. So for a whiskey sour, you're going to need a bottle of whiskey. We're just going to use Jim Beam bourbon again, but any whiskey you have on hand will do. You're also going to need your simple syrup, a few dashes of Angostura bitters, similar to the Old Fashioned, but with this one you're going to need half the juice of a lemon. So that's where you get the sour from, right? And you know what? If you don't have fresh lemons on hand, if you don't have a simple syrup, you can always just use a sweet and sour mix, which are readily available on the shelves of any grocery store. Whiskey sours also are generally made using egg white. I'm going to leave the egg white out just because personally I'm not a huge fan of it, and just make a much simpler version of the whiskey sour. Yeah, super famous whiskey sour. Let's get to mixing. And there you have it, you guys. There was the whiskey sour. Super iconic, super easy to do. So up next, we've got an interesting one. This is going to be the Melon Ball. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with this cocktail, but this is the one I kind of pulled out of the hat, and it is a very, very famous cocktail for what it is. So for this one, what you're going to need is some vodka, some melon liqueur. Like, one of the reasons why I wanted to make this drink to you guys, because I'll tell you what, I've had this melon liqueur sitting on my shelf for a very long time, and it's nice to have the excuse to use it because it's not something that I would ordinarily reach for a lot of the drinks that I like. So I'm happy to be able to feature it and use it now that we're making something that needs it. And then lastly, you're going to need some pineapple juice. These 3 ingredients, and we're going to shake them together. And that's it. So this is going to be the melon ball, you guys. Let's get to mixing. And there you had the melon ball, guys. Super pretty drink, super delicious. My roommate's sitting over there sipping it right now, but I had to put a little more pineapple juice in it for her because she likes them a little bit more bleh, a little bit weaker. So I had to, and now she's flipping me the bird. So, yep, that's what we do here. So up next we've got the Daiquiri. Very, very simple drink. So what you're gonna need is rum, a little simple syrup, and then some freshly squeezed lime juice. Depending on how tart you want it, you can use the juice of a whole lime or just a half a lime. I think we'll do just a half a lime for this one and see how that works out. And then we're gonna shake it all together in our shaker here. So that's what we're gonna do next, guys. The Daiquiri. Let's get to mixing. And there you had the Daiquiri, you guys. Super delicious, super iconic classic drink. Although what I should have done is garnished it with either a little bit of lemon peel or lime peel. That would have made it just that little bit more special. But in terms of flavor profile, it was absolutely excellent. I tasted it off camera, and it was very, very good, you guys. So the last drink we're going to make today is going to be the Brandy Alexander. We've actually featured this drink before on the channel in a different video, but it's such an iconic drink, so you know what? Let's do it again. So for the Brandy Alexander, you're going to need brandy, creme de cacao, so chocolate liqueur, you guys, and preferably like a clear one. Like I know there's like some colored chocolate liqueurs or some creamier chocolate liqueurs. Go with the clear one for this, guys. And then the last thing you're going to need is cream. What we have is half and half. My roommate buys this for her coffee, so I'm stealing it. But anyways, this is going to be the Brandy Alexander, you guys. Let's get to mixing. And there you have the Brandy Alexander, you guys. Super iconic drink, really delicious, as I am standing here talking to you, drinking it. But that's all we got for you today is those 5. Moving forward, we'll probably show you guys a lot more classic cocktails, but for today, you know, we don't want to throw too much at you at once. So it's just those 5 today, unfortunately. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making them for you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, whatever. And, I hope you guys had a great time. And make sure we're always drinking responsibly out there, you guys. Take care. Cheers.